Hello, I'm Tonya Crandell, and I'm going to be giving an analysis of Patricia Ferguson Bone's presentation on voting rights. Today I'll be talking about how she was successful in meeting general and specific speaking goals, what I learned about the topic, what I learned about organization and delivery on the topic, and how I would compare my analysis or reaction to the audience's reaction. Now, let's get started. Patricia was successful in meeting general and specific speaking goals. Her general goal was to encourage all of us to vote and make sure that we would use our voting rights, which is democracy in action. Her specific goals were to inform all of us so that we would have an understanding of Native American voting rights and how hard it is for them to access actual voting, being able to actually vote. What I learned about the topic was that they had unfair access to voting rights, actually getting out there and voting, because not many of them have addresses, so it's hard for them to be able to do an early mail-in ballot. And the other thing is, they don't really have a lot of transportation or the resources to be able to get them to a voting poll. There have also been some issues on whether or not they should be able to vote. So I was thankful to be exposed to all of these issues, and that's mainly what I learned about in her presentation. I also learned about organization and delivery from Patricia. Organizational-wise, I learned about the chronological method that she used. It was definitely effective for her topic because she related how the past and the future voting rights, she related that, and it made a lot of sense in where we've come from and how far we have to go to make sure that everyone has their God-given rights. And as far as delivery, I learned what not to do. She was very stiff most of the time and didn't have a lot of gestures, seemed very uptight. It would have been nice to see her loosen up a little bit and make some movement, but not too much. As well, as far as her breathing, when she did get up to the podium, it took her a while to catch her breath, and it was very difficult for her to get into the rhythm and actually be comfortable in front of the audience. And lastly, she used a very complicated dialect where not everyone in the audience would be able to fully understand her. So that made it difficult to understand, and that is my analysis of her delivery as a whole. Now, I would compare my reaction to the audience's reaction and say that they were very similar in the way that we both appreciated the fact that she exposed us to this certain topic and that we were able to access all of that information that she had shared with us. Now, in conclusion, I talked about her specific goals and general goals of her speaking, what I learned about the topic, organization, and delivery, and how I would compare my reaction to her reaction. Thank you for listening.